Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here. Independence Day is a day for stock taking, for asking ourselves what have we done in the last 64 years and where we want to be perhaps in the next 64 years. I think it's a time to look at where we have been coming from as a country and what we have done with the opportunities that were given to us when we got independence. At the time we got independence, there was a lot of hope for Nigeria. The people who fought for the independence expected that Nigeria will be a land of milk and honey, that all the good things that we had that were controlled by the colonialists will now be in our hands, and we will decide our destiny. At that time, we were already a fairly successful country. The standard of living was pretty high. People who went to school at that time perhaps the best time in the world in terms of services, in terms of the kind of quality of education that they had. But over time, rather than get better, we started having the challenges that we have had about education, about power, about basic capacity to do the things we have been doing, even at the time we got independence, the capacity to feed ourselves, the capacity to provide power at that time that was predictable. And you knew when there was power and when there will be no power. Gradually, we started to lose the capacity to do a lot of things we were doing then. And then oil boom came and it got even worse. But we now have the time of stock taking to say, where did we get it wrong? What are the things we need to do right? I think it's important to have some sense of confidence for the future. There's some element of doubt among us as Nigerians whether we can really take the opportunities that this country has given to us, that we are blessed with as a birthright. But I think we are beginning to see some of those opportunities. Today we can say that somehow Nigeria can actually produce enough refined products, which was like a pipe dream that Nigeria can produce enough refined products, petroleum products. We now know that we can do it. We know actually that we can produce all the rice we need to feed Africa. We can do it, but sometimes it's a mystery. We just talk about security. Just to secure farmers to be on the farms, it looks like rocket science, but it isn't rocket science. In other parts of the world, there are certain basic, very, very basic security processes and systems. And it starts with fundamental patrol. The countries that are secure are built around many of us live in those countries. That is a basic community security patrol built around various levels of policing. You have the Interpol, you have the national police, you have state police, you have community police, you have metro police. And that kind of policing ensures that even if you're at the remotest village, there's security enough to keep you safe. Those are the things that challenge us as a country. If we begin to get some of those things right, then the bigger issues of how we feed ourselves, how we secure ourselves, how we ensure that the other things that we are talking about, power, will be in place. But I believe that we have the capacity to do it, and I believe that the conversations we are having here today will help us to address them. I thank you very much.